creature of creation. When man becomes possessor of the knowledge of himself, he becomes master of his environment, the captain of his own ship, the director of his own destiny, the accomplisher of his own ends. Man should understand himself because man is full of knowledge, and this knowledge is a gift of nature. When Mother Nature created man, she deprived him of nothing. He was given the faculty of understanding all things around him. This faculty for understanding has not been taken away from him. None of his senses have been taken away from him. So there is no excuse for the black man in lacking the knowledge that man is used to beautify the world and produce all that he needs for his happiness and civilization. Look the world over, and whatever you see in it that is pleasing to man, contributing to man's comfort, to his needs and to his satisfaction, it is but the work of man. Man blessed with the knowledge of himself and the understanding of all things around him. If you are able to live with the knowledge of yourself and with the greater knowledge of nature, you must know what is good and what is not. You must know what is finite. You must know that which is material, physical, and otherwise is at your disposal to create or otherwise use. If we leave America and go over to the east to Japan, they will be telling their fellow citizens of Japan of the wonderful accomplishments of the Japanese people, proving that man is moving onward as time moves on. But you have hated yourselves as you have done in previous years. You have shown malice, prejudice, and hate to each other. And the result is that while other races have made progress, while India has made progress towards nationalism, while Ireland has made progress towards republicanism, while the whole world has made progress in man's accomplishments, you still stand fighting yourselves, dishonoring yourselves, showing no disposition toward that higher life so that you will be abundantly blessed. So reflect and think that you were created for some purpose other than exhibiting malice toward your neighbor or fellow men of your own race. What a pity it is that we cannot stand united without a written law. There is no written law compelling other races to stand together. They are brought together by the gentle touch of nature. The unwritten law of nature causes them to stand together on all occasions. So wheresoever you find them in the field, that one gentle touch of nature causes them to stand together, if need be, die together. But with the black man, you can preach to him from the pulpits. You lecture from the platforms, from the byways and the hedges. The spirit of cooperation, but he will not cooperate. You talk to him gently, you try talking harshly to him, he still will not cooperate. The result is that he falls prey to those who understand themselves and walk through the world making you their serfs and slaves. You must acquire an understanding of yourselves. Look around you. See the smiling pictures of nature, the beautiful hedges, the wonderful mountains, the wonderful vegetation all around. But because of your disposition to each other, you live in suffering, in want, in penury, and in debt. You lack the gentle touch of nature, love for each other. You hate yourselves. Black men, and what is wrong with you? Why have you no affection for yourselves? Could I hope to see you living among yourselves as the people I've spoken of? Living in charity, love, and in sympathy with each other? It can be done. I wonder if you will adapt that course. Isn't it easier to enjoy prosperity than to live in ignorance and darkness? Why select the worst out of nature? Nature never gave pain, suffering, and death to the world. It was man himself who selected death, pain, and sorrow. I wonder if I cannot inspire you to select between good and evil. Let me impress upon you once again that whatsoever your hardships may be, whatsoever your difficulties in life, they are your own selection. And so if you encourage them, if you husband them and take them to your bosom, they will abide with you. Nature will not take them away from you as Mother Nature did not give them to you. She is not responsible for your sorrows. Mother Nature represents all that is beautiful. She gave you the highest personality in the realm divine. Your sorrows are your own. If you want joy, if you want sunshine, it is before you abundantly in nature. I made a selection of sunshine, the beautiful sunshine. I made a selection to laugh at the moon, to laugh at the stars, and sing with the birds of the forest and of the wilderness, to join in the rhythmic music of the winds that sing from east to west and from north to south. Had I selected sorrow, I would have been dead a long time ago, and been without that which would send me into the presence of the divine, because I would have lived not with the knowledge that is divine. We must acquire the higher knowledge of life. Black men and black women, will you get the knowledge that the white man has that causes him to be leaders and masters in the world? They are not gods with a peculiar source for understanding the world around them. They have only given expression to the knowledge of their humanity and been able to use and conquer all to their satisfaction and glory. And that is why they are always greater than you in every community that you find them. Isn't it strange that wheresoever the white man is found, he takes precedence over you? Why is that so? Answer that for yourselves, black men and black women. Wheresoever you come in contact with the white man, you always have to go down in defeat before him. Whether it be in England, in France, or in America, you always have to go down to the white man, and yet he has 2 eyes, 2 feet, 2 hands, same passions, same senses and feelings as you have. Your feet are not put on opposite sides, now your hands turned around the other way. But it's because you fail to use your will, your knowledge, and your mental faculty to the point where you will enjoy life around you. I'm only here and not in the gutters and in the pond of despair because I use my intelligence. And I swear that no man alive shall ever use his intelligence in understanding the works of nature more than I. I shall rise as high as he ascends. I shall meet him on the same platform of mental equality and fight him till thy kingdom come, because nature created us equal. I want you to make up your minds as I've made up my mind years ago.
Good afternoon, brothers and sisters. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, brothers and sisters. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, family. It's another God-given day. It's another blessed day. It's another beautiful day here in the territory of New Orleans, Louisiana. And you know how we do it. We give our God the thanks and the glory for allowing us to be here another day with our brothers and sisters, sharing with you what's on our mind. We give our God the thanks and the glory for giving us the privilege, because family, it is a privilege. Every single day, your brother wake up and I open my eyes and I look. Next to me is my beautiful girl, my beautiful woman. You know, I'm like, damn, I'm a lucky guy. You know, then I hear the voice of my kids, my sons. I said, man, damn, I'm a lucky guy. It's a privilege, family. It's a privilege, and I treat it as such. I treat it as such, and I give God the glory and the praise for allowing me to wake up next to a beautiful woman, to wake up with a roof over my head, not sleeping under the bridge like a lot of our citizens, a lot of our fellow New Orleans. And family, it's key and it's important. Look, when I was a kid growing up, my grandparents used to tell me, look, boy, you need to be thankful for small mercies. Look, I didn't know what my grandmother was talking about. I should be grateful for small mercies. I was like, yeah, grandma, yeah, I hear you. But now, I'm all grown up. I think I'm all grown up. I'm an adult, as you know, they would like to refer to us. I'm an adult. Now I understand what my grandmother was speaking about. And that is the reason why I can give praise to my God every day. When I wake up and I'm fortunate enough to provide for my family, I'm fortunate enough to put food on your table, on my table. Now, brothers and sisters, let me tell you something. Let me share something with you real quick. Real quick. Look, we're family. We can talk to each other, right? A lot of us take things for granted. A lot of us take things for granted. No one owes us anything. No one is obligated to give us anything. Okay? And for those of us who think that we have arrived, for those of us who think that, yeah, look, I'm comfortable in my job, or at this present time I have a roof over my head, or I got a couple dollars in my pocket or in my bank account or on it, my mattress, wherever you keep it, or I can put food on the table today. and you think that you are morally or superiorly in a better place or superior to the person out there who is not as fortunate or as privileged as you, I would strongly advise you to rethink the concept. I would strongly advise you to think the concept, rethink your concept. At any given time of day, I could, like many other New Orleans, woke up this morning, not only me, but my whole entire family could have woken up this morning underneath the Claiborne Bridge or underneath any bridge here in the territory of New Orleans, Louisiana, family. Believe that. I was fortunate enough because my God give me the knowledge, the wisdom, the understanding to put myself in certain places or in a certain position, or the will to fight cronyism or corruption. But I could have been like a lot of New Orleans, my brothers and sisters, who woke up this morning underneath the Claiborne Bridge, who woke up this morning underneath some bus stop, who woke up this morning, and when they woke up and they look up, their eyes open and they look up, they were looking in the blue skies. So again, my brothers and sisters, I give my God the thanks and the glory that I am not amongst, or I didn't find myself out there amongst a lot of New Orleans, a lot of our fellow brothers and sisters sleeping out there underneath the bridge. And to that I give my God thanks. Woke up with my family next to me, and I can still put food on my table. We, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, secure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our prosperity, do ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States. Who is your daddy? Who is your daddy? For the people of New Orleans, Louisiana, for the people of New Orleans, Louisiana, how many of you is aware or is mindful that in less than 90 days is the midterm election? How many of you are fully aware of that? That in less than 90 days, we have candidates on the ballot running for the 2nd Congressional District here in the territory of New Orleans, Louisiana. How many of you are aware that come November 6th, there is people on the ballot looking to fill the vacancy of the Orleans Parish Civil District Court? How many of you are aware that come November 6th, we have people looking to fill the seat or to be re-elected to public office, the judicial branch, the Louisiana 4th Circuit Court of Appeal, and many other public office? How many of you are aware? Not many. Not many. And one of the reasons why many of you are not aware from the everyday hustle and bustle, because look, that's a part of life that people don't count for. It's not many of us are privileged to regulate our day in a way, shape, or manner that we choose to. It's not a lot of people can do that. You have some of us who have to get up from the early dawn, get ourselves ready, get the family ready, hit the road running. Who to go to school, who go to work, go through the hustle and bustle for 8 hours, beat the traffic, come back again, get food on the table, and start the whole process. Don't even have time to scratch our head. So we understand that. We understand it. And you don't have the time to really get engaged into certain things like what's happening out there politically and a day-to-day, week-to-week, month-to-month schedule. Now, that in and of itself is a sad state of affair, because when you understand that even if you don't participate in the process, you're going to be having people in public office who will be doing things that will affect your day-to-day process. So in that sense, it's a sad state of affair. Okay? Now, for those of us who have the time or who participate in the whole political scene, is fully aware of what's going on, and that we are looking forward to election come November 6th, midterm election. Now, one of the things, one of the reasons why it is so low-key, family, the establishment, the political so-called elites, the establishment politician, people like Cedric Richmond, people like Paula Brown, the establishment, they love when it is low-key, because when it is low-key, the average person gonna basically go there and vote or cast the vote for name recognition. We have 4 people on the ballot. Okay, let me revise that. We have 3 candidates and an incumbent. Again, mathematically speaking, 4. We have 3 challengers and 1 incumbent on the ballot for the 2nd Congressional District here in the territory of New Orleans, Louisiana. Now, the incumbent would like this period or this race to be low-key, because he has been in office now for 5 terms / 10 years. So people recognize his name, just his name, nothing else, his name. So if the local media, be it visual or the written media, don't propagate or don't advertise the race or that we got people on the ballot for November 6th, the average person won't know about it or know about these candidates. And it only works to the benefit of the establishment. The establishment love that. And as we've been talking here for some time, or at least the past couple of months, that this no good, self-righteous, so-called black leader, the chairman of the Congressional Black Caucus, this godfather for the political machine here in the territory of New Orleans, Louisiana, Cedric, no good, rotten ass Richmond, he would love, or he loves the fact that it's low key, because the other three candidates won't be getting any airtime or any advertisement out there, so people won't see them. He loves that. Did you see what happened, or did you hear what happened 2 weeks ago? Man, look, this clown is a clown. Look, if he wasn't a clown, Anthony Brown wouldn't say he's a clown. Look, I can't help it, family. I cannot help it, and I'm unapologetic. I won't apologize. I won't apologize when I make certain statement when I know it's to be a fact. He's a goddamn clown. Did you see 2 weeks ago, Cedric Richmond invited Elizabeth Warren here to New Orleans, Louisiana? He hosted a so-called seminar at Dillard University. Who did he bring? Elizabeth Warren. Key point to note, Elizabeth Warren is also on the ballot this midterm election, right? Now, the premise was, he's bringing Elizabeth Warren in so that Elizabeth Warren could outline what they are trying to accomplish in Washington, D.C. Bullshit. Listen to me carefully. Look, we won't spend time speaking about any other elected officials from different territory, because let me tell you something. The so-called elected officials here in the territory of New Orleans, Louisiana, the politicians them here in the territory of New Orleans, Louisiana, they are gifts that keep on giving. I'm telling you. But, however, if you should know who Elizabeth Warren is, right, and her and things that she, the way how she vote in Washington, D.C. Elizabeth Warren, just so that she could elevate herself socially or academically, went and take on to herself someone else's identity or culture or ethnicity. She went, look, she's a goddamn white female, a Caucasian female, and just to get into one of these prestige university, she went and classified herself as a minority just so she can, and in doing that, what she did was to rob, was to deprive a minority applicant from receiving higher learning, as what they choose to call it, learning. I call it indoctrination, because that's all it is, indoctrination. They don't teach crap in these so-called schools, colleges, or university. Not in my opinion. They indoctrinate you. So when you come out of these so-called institutions of higher learning, all you can do, you can only think one way, and it's the way how they teach you or how they indoctrinate you. So if somebody give you a other concept that's outside the box, you're lost. You're like Alice in Wonderland. Look, again, we ain't gonna spend much time with Warren, Elizabeth Warren, but I'm just trying to show you. Look, here we have a so-called black leader, a representative of we the people, 2nd district, congressional district, here in the territory of New Orleans, Louisiana. Did he bring somebody from the Black Caucus to come and speak to us? No, he didn't. Did he bring somebody who, a matter of fact, let's back up. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Look, I've been saying this for some time now. And for those of you who believe that I'm full of crap, that is the reason why we archive a lot of our actions so people can go back and refer to it. In 2017, 2016, well, I've been saying it for some time now, but listen to me carefully. Look at those politricksters. Check out all those politricksters who, during election time, bring to the people other politricksters to try to convince you that they have been working. That in and of itself tells me, or people like me, that if you have to do that, if that's what you need to do, if you need to get a mouthpiece, that means you wasn't doing jack. You wasn't doing jack as an elected official in your political subdivision. I remember telling what this guy named, this another so-called black leader from the political subdivision that I reside in, District E. What's his clone name? James Gray. I remember, look, this last local government election that we had here in New Orleans, right? In the political subdivision that I reside in, you have this so-called leader, so-called black man, so-called employee of we the people by the name of James Gray, another criminal. Man, like all of them are criminal. Hey, you need to watch these attorneys, you know, these people who call themselves attorneys who run for office. You know, look how much of them who run for office, who are members of the Bar Association. No, family. Look at James Gray. Look at Cedric Richmond. Look at Jeff. You can keep on naming them. This. Oh, man, hold on. Let me take a sip of the crystal. You know what we do, family. Take a sip of the crystal real quick. One sip. God damn, this is good. This is good, man. Look, we ain't need no more attorneys, any more people that's associated with the Bar Association for run for office. More so in the territory of New Orleans, Louisiana District. Oh my God! Look, we can show you. No, we have stats to show you. Look, man, look at all the goddamn attorneys, huh? Look at all the people who are calling themselves attorneys. Shady character, family. I've said this already on this show, on this program. I have friends / associates all over North America who are attorneys. I have friends who don't talk to me personally because they tell me I'm lazy. I should sit the bar or go for, and look, most of my friends who are an attorney have other credentials, right? The ones that my friends who have law degree, who are close to me, don't utilize that bar degree or that law degree for a living. Okay, I have friends who CPA, nurses, contractors, electrical contractors and general contractors. Okay, let me see. Yeah. Right? Because let me tell you, and those are my friends. Now, I still have a couple of friends who practice law because they actually want to do it and they can't do no better. Right? But I have associates who actually went to law school, think it was a reputable career, or love the whole aspect of law. Look, I'm not knocking attorneys now. Let me tell you that. I'm not knocking attorneys. Everybody needs to provide food for yourself and your family. But this is what I'm saying. The system. I'm talking about the system. I have friends, right? And look, I don't even have to talk about friends. I can't talk about myself. But I'm talking about my friends because these are people who actually have their law degree, then went and go and sit that bar exam just so that they can become a member of the bar associate. Man, this whole system is a joke. And they did that. Come to find out, when they went inside these mockery of a court, this kangaroo court, and they tried to exercise or practice law, they recognized that what they learned over those period of years is not what actually happened inside these so-called courthouse. And when that epiphany hit them, they was like, hold the hell up. Something is wrong here. That's not how the process is supposed to work. Something is wrong with this. And when they try to speak or to point out that no, something is wrong, they are blacklisted or they are told, look, you need to understand and recognize what's going on here. You are first and foremost an officer of the law. And if you don't sit your black ass or your white ass down and keep quiet, you're going to spend some time, a couple of days in jail, or we're going to fine you, or we're going to report you to where they get the authority from. Normally, in this case, is from the Louisiana Supreme Court. So right off the bat, they got a gag order. They can't do certain things. Now, how the hell can somebody like that represent Anthony Brown or represent anyone else in court? They can't even represent the God themselves. Represent me? You must be smoking that weed. And not the good weed neither. The good weed, that good in dick. Look, I ain't gonna tell you guys. Family. It's all love, baby. It's all love. All government of right originate with the people, is founded on their will alone, and is instituted to protect the rights of the individual and for the good of the whole. Its only legitimate ends are to secure justice for all, preserve peace, protect the rights, and promote the happiness and general welfare of the masses, of the people. You see this document right here? This is a document by which every single elected official, you could have called yourself judge, you can call yourself governor, you can call yourself mayor, you can call yourself sheriff, you can call yourself council member, you can call yourself coroner, whatever it is, as long as you put your name as a candidate, as long as you came to read the people, as long as you were on the ballot, as long as you were elected to public, not private, public office, this document is for you. Not for we, the people. Hell no. We, the people, sign our contract in our private capacity out there amongst ourselves. We establish this document, this contract for them. Who is them? Politicians. And they must adhere or abide by this. But let me give you guys some news. Breaking news, breaking news, breaking news. Here in the territory of New Orleans, breaking news coming to you live from Radio Gumbo Creole. Here in the territory of New Orleans, Louisiana, our elected officials, our politicians don't abide by this document. Oh my God. Newsflash! Newsflash! I tell you guys about my friends who, when they go inside this court, these kangaroo courts, and recognize that they went, did 3 years or 4 years or whatever, get the law degree, they went through that process to sit the bar, they went through that process, they get the P number, and recognize that when they go inside these kangaroo court, it's nothing like what they expect. It's a total different world. So they still keep the P number, or they still keep their credentials as attorneys, but they leave and they attain or acquire another stream of revenue, another revenue stream, or another title, credential, so they can keep food on the table and keep going, right? We have politicians. We have so-called elected officials here in the territory of New Orleans, Louisiana, who have a fiduciary duty to we the people, who put one hand on the Bible and one hand in the ear and follow the procedure according to the law as it is laid out in the Louisiana Constitution, Article 10, Section 28, by taking the oath of office within a certain time prescribed by law. And when these people start to occupy the seat that we, the people, give them that delegated authority to occupy. Again, family, look, I will say this statement every single day. Politicians ain't special. They ain't special. Look, you think politicians are special people? Why you? Come on, man. Why do you, lot of you out there, think that politicians are special? What's special about them? Huh? What's special about a politician? Tell me. Is it, look, these people that we elect to public office, we elect them for one purpose and one purpose only. We elect them to public office so that they may do what we, the people, employ them to do. We elect them to public office because we don't have enough time in our days to attend to certain function. So these people come to us, tell us about, give us their credentials, tell us that, look, if you put me to public office, I will do what you ask me to do. I will follow the contract. What's the contract? The goddamn Constitution. I will follow that. Right? So, hence, giving them a fiduciary duty to us, Because what we did as the bosses, okay, that's what we are, man. Recognize yourself. A lot of you don't recognize the authority that you have over these politicians. They're tricking your ass every day, you don't recognize it. We outline in the contract what they must do from day one. We say to them, say, look, okay, you want to work for us, we the people? Okay, go ahead. We give you a shot. But check this out. Recognize that the first clause or the first document or the first article that's in the contract here in this territory, Louisiana, is Article 1. And in Article 1, it outlines to you, so we telling you in the contract, we know this for ourselves to be true. So we don't have to remind ourselves. Why should we tell ourselves or remind ourselves something what we know about? This goddamn contract is you politicians, you criminal bastard, all of you. They took an oath, put one hand on the Bible and one hand in the ear. And they said, look, I will uphold the law, the Constitution of the United States and of this territory. And what they do? They go inside here and violate it. They go inside here. Look, this is what I'm saying. Okay, we the people are reasonable. We the bosses are reasonable. A few of them go inside here ignorant. Let's give it to them. Okay, you was ignorant of the fact. But you go inside there and you recognize the hypocrisy. You recognize the criminal conduct of your fellow elected officials, and you're gonna keep your mouth shut? Sit. Huh? No, my brother. No, my sister. You and you alone, individually, put your hand on this document and the Bible and one hand in the ear and swear to uphold the law. I don't care if you're a so-called judge serving on either the appellant level or the district level. Are you the criminal, you the governor? It doesn't matter. You individually came to us and begged us for a job. That's what you did. You begged us for a job. If you could have made it in the private sector, look, you can talk, look, politicians here in the territory of New Orleans, Louisiana, for those of you who go into office and recognize that what your associates are doing is wrong, and you continue to do it, and you don't say nothing to we the people, you don't call them out, you keep your mouth shut, zip, you are as worse. You are even worse than them. No, you are to the level where you are conspiring to defraud we the people. You're worse than them. This right here, my brothers and sisters, is the law. Every single politician is supposed to follow the law. It's no different when you go out and you go in the private sector and you go to company ABC and you ask that employer to employ you and that employer employ you and you sign a contract is the same process, my family. Don't let them fool you or try to school you. Don't let them do it. Their job and your job equates itself out. There's an employer-employee relationship going on right there. But what these so-called politicians or elected officials are doing, so-called elected officials, because that's what it is, they are so-called the goddamn politicians. And for those of you, let me break it down for you. I get, man, look, it's a hot day, family. I hope you guys out there keep yourself hydrated, you know. It's a hot day. I was all over Louisiana. Look, your brother got up early this morning. I got up like 4:30, 4 o'clock this morning. Got myself ready. Shoop! Was in Baton Rouge to the greater part of the day. You know what I'm saying? Taking care of business. Again, we work for hours. We don't have to lie, cheat, or rob anybody to put food on our table. And that was what a lot of my friends who sit the goddamn bar, went inside these kangaroo courts, recognized that, look, for me to sustain life, or for me to have food on my table and a roof over my head, and to drive the latest automobile, I go have to rob people or lie to people or deceive people. Or, worse yet, conspire to deceive people. Because that's what it is. Conspiracy. Look, you don't understand how huge of a charge that is, you know, conspiracy charge. It's a humongous charge, you know, or humongous allegations, you know. When two or more people conspire to do something, hey, hold on, hold on, family, hold on. Man, I'm having too much fun here today. I'm having too much fun here today. They need to kick me off of the ear. I know one man ain't supposed to have so much fun. One person ain't supposed to have. It's supposed to be against the law. It's supposed to be. Look, we're gonna ask them clowns in Baton Rouge to write a law that one person, that Anthony Brown Anthony Brown ain't supposed to have so much fun. It's supposed to be against the law for me to have so much fun doing this crap, you know what I mean? It should be. Hold on, man. Family, what's going on? We look into it, Andy Dandy. Look, this is our Andy Dandy information package right here. You know, we keep certain information close by because what? Because sometimes we get, you know, the brain sometimes get fried. And we need to refresh our memory sometime, you know, or sometime we oh, here we go. I know we have our documents somewhere. Sometimes we want to make reference, you know. The conspiracy. The allegation or the charge of conspiracy, look, it's a significant one. When one person, by his or herself, do something to harm another person, it's bad, it's inhumane, it's terrible. But when you have two or more people who come together, have a meeting of the mind to commit a crime against another human being, OMG. You see what I'm talking about? Now, you're going up against several different minds. And these minds over here conspire, mean come to an agreement verbally, mentally, to perform a certain action that will, look, it can either be harmful or helpful. But when it comes to these politicians here in the territory of New Orleans, Louisiana, 10 out of 10 times it's to cause harm to we the people, the bosses. For those of you who have a Facebook account, I want you to go to my Facebook page. And look, if you don't have a Facebook account, you can find somebody with a Facebook account. Don't be goddamn lazy. Find somebody with a Facebook account.
Why you ain't coming in?
Find somebody in your family. Look for the youngest person. Look for the youngest person in your family and borrow the Facebook account. Say, look, I hear this clown on the radio talking, or I saw him on social media. His name is Anthony Brown. I want to check out his Facebook page. And all you have to do is type in, what's my Facebook page? Anthony Brown for Assessor 2017. It's ANTHONYBROWNFORASSESSOR 2017, right? And look, I've been reposting some stuff over the weekend, so scroll down on my page, and you're gonna see, for my YouTube family, you're gonna see something like this. Okay, for my Facebook family, as a matter of fact, those of you on Facebook already supposed to we're gonna see something like this. For the listening audience, you're gonna see, once you scroll down on my page, you're gonna see some you're gonna man, I look, man, I don't know, I got the giggles, my jawbone right now is twisted. You're gonna see some conspirators. No, look, even though I'm laughing, this is serious now. This is serious issue, even though I'm laughing. When you scroll down on the Facebook page, you're gonna see some conspirators, right? And the first person you're gonna see is this fellow, right, holding a sign, reads man, M-A-N, of the houses. That fellow is a so-called black man, a blinking Democrat, a so-called leader, the so-called tax assessor for the municipal corporation, City of New Orleans, Errol criminal G. Imposter Williams. That's the first imposter. That's the first conspirator you're going to see. Right? And you're going to see one more person. The ex-mayor for the municipal corporation, City of New Orleans. That other criminal imposter, self-righteous son of a bitch. Look. Mitch, criminal lawbreaker, wife cheater, Landro. Huh? Then you're gonna see a hand. You're gonna see a hand, H-A-N-D, right? 5 fingers, fully extended over her house, over her property. Now, that picture represents or depicts a company here in the territory of New Orleans, Louisiana, by the name of CivicSource.com. Let me say it one more time. That picture depicts a company by the name of civicsource.com. Parent company Acorn Information System LLC, license and operate license a Delaware corporation doing business here in the territory of New Orleans, Louisiana, as civicsource.com. And then the fourth and final picture is my brother, a black man, turn his back toward you when you look at that picture, and he's looking at his other brothers and sisters under the Claiborne Bridge, living out of tents, sleeping on the street, panhandling, begging for $1 for a quarter. Don't have a restroom to use when they want it. Some don't have a job because they can't keep a job because they don't have anywhere to live. Now, the fourth picture right here, my brothers and sisters, is what happened when these criminal imposters, when these so-called elected officials, when these politicians with their politics, when these immoral people conspire against we the people. This is what got happen. People who we put into office to serve our will turn around and bite us in the ass. Turn around and breach or violate the contract. Turn around and utilize that very office that we put them in. That very office that we put them in. Turn around and utilize that office for our financial gain. For our financial and social gain. And to also elevate them into higher office. Now, this is what happened when they conspire. The fourth picture that's depicted on this show you the aftermath of these so-called elected official criminal conduct while in public office. The title you will see, it's "Give Us Our Houses Back." That's the title on the flyer, or that's the title in the document you're gonna see for those of you searching it on Facebook, on my Facebook page. Give us our houses back. Now, look, coming right back to the contract. Any one of these three individuals right here, any one of these three individuals, and I refer to civicsource.com as an individual. It's a limited liability company doing business for profit. The CEO is one criminal by the name of Byron Burroughs. Another goddamn attorney. Oh my God, these goddamn attorneys, man, kill me, man. Another person with a law degree. Come on. Any one of these individuals right here, at any point in time, could have said, no, this ain't right. I ain't doing it. This ain't right. The law, the contract doesn't give me the authority to do this, or I won't be a part of this. Hey, family, hold up. Something that, look. Any one of these individuals, listen to me carefully. I just had an epiphany. Any one of these individuals at any point in time, whether that criminal bastard Mitch Landreau, or that criminal bastard Errol G. Williams, or that criminal enterprise under the leadership of Byron Burroughs, civilsource.com, could have stopped and said, look, I or we don't have the constitutional authority. We don't have neither the legal nor the moral authority to be actioning, selling people property. We don't have the legal nor the moral authority to be placing people private property, and the Avalarium tax rule for the municipal corporation, City of New Orleans, and are not or refuse from participating in that conduct. And the truth about it, family, watch me carefully. Any one of these three, if I'd said, I'd told, come on, any one of these three could have taken the high road and said, look, I won't participate in this act. And it would have killed the whole conspiracy or the criminal conduct or the criminal act. Because without these three combined together, the people of New Orleans could not, or would have, or still today, wouldn't be losing what is rightfully theirs. Follow me carefully. Any one of these three so-called elected officials, Errol G. Imposter Williams, Mitch Criminal Landreau, Civic No Good For Profit Source, could have withdrawn or step aside or say, no, I won't participate in this act against the people of New Orleans, against the people of Louisiana. And that act in and of itself would have been dismantled. But no, because Errol G. Williams want to retire with a fat pension, because Errol G. Williams is building a mansion with multi-car garage that he's walking around and bragging about, because Mitch J. Criminal Landreau of property here in this territory, not only him alone, but his siblings too, his other 7 brothers and sisters, that's supposed to be on the Avalarium tax roll, that is not, because they are implementing ordinance that will directly affect their pocketbook. Mitch Landreau talking about, and the dynasty family, that whole family, the Landreau family. Because Civic Source, under the leadership or auspices of Byron Burroughs, are making millions of dollars on the backs of poor people, they continue to commit the crime, the theft, the deceit, because all of these criminals want money. That's what it's all about. Money. They greedy, no good. They all need to be put in a barrel and sent down the Mississippi River. Family, I'm going to show you. I know you guys hear me talk about corrupted politicians just about every single day. I know no good they are. I know deceiving and dirty they are. There is one elected official here in the territory of New Orleans, Louisiana. I'm going to make mention of right now. Not in a disrespectful way or a deplorable way or did I say disrespectful already? Yeah. There is one elected official that, look, I speak about him already, but not often. There is one other person who could have been a part of this theft, could have been a part of this deception, could perpetrate, could have agreed to perpetrate the theft against we the people who choose not to. Who choose not to. Who am I talking about or speaking of? Who am I speaking of? The only person who have the authority, who have the constitutional authority to sell or to auction any property that have to do with ad valorem tax, that have to do with Article 7 of the Louisiana Constitution. What am I talking about? Somebody tell me. Somebody tell me, man. I'm waiting for somebody to tell me. Look, I want somebody on Facebook or YouTube to tell me what I'm talking about. Let me pause and take a water break while you guys tell me that. And if nobody tell me that, you don't know. If nobody tell me that, you don't know. Okay. If you want to call me and tell me, you can call me too. The number is 504-303-8922. You know? So, if you don't call me or text me, that means you don't know. I'm waiting. I'm waiting, family.
That's why I decided,
I'm waiting. Let me read a text from I just received on my phone from my son's school while you guys answer the question, man. You guys think you ain't gonna participate in the show? Huh? Let me ask the question again. There is one person here in the territory of New Orleans, Louisiana, who could have been a party to the deception, to the theft that is being perpetrated against we the people by this criminal imposter Errol G. Williams, no good black ass, by this criminal self-righteous imposter Mitch J. Lange, by this greedy, no good for-profit corporation CivicSource.com. And this person who I'm talking about is an elected official. Who is that person? Somebody tell me. And that person in his official capacity refused from joining these criminals over here to perpetrate that robbery on we the people. And that person is the only person, listen to me carefully, with the authority, with the delegated authority, with the constitutional authority, with the legal authority to sell or to auction any property that deals with property that's in violation according to the Avalarum portion of Article 7 of the Louisiana Constitution. What am I talking about? Somebody tell me while I read this text. You think you're going to participate? Somebody tell me. If nobody tell me, that means none of you guys don't know. Let me read this text from my son's school. Please join us tomorrow night, Tuesday, August the 13th, from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. for open house meeting, students, teachers, and principal. Open house. Okay, so my son's school is having an open house meeting. Man, look, I'm so glad my son is just have 1 more year in school or 2 more in school. They ain't teaching my son Jack in school. They ain't teaching him Jack, I'm telling that. I tell them and I tell him that. But that's why I'm working so hard and I'm establishing businesses so that his black house, once he leaves school, now look, if my son wants to do something else, I tell him, look, it's all on you, much love. But I'm just basically setting a foundation. So, if you leave school a dummy, if you leave school a dummy, I got you, son, but you ain't gonna stay around me as a dummy, tell you that. Okay, look, I ain't feeling you guys today now. I really ain't. Nobody answer me. Nobody ain't respond to the that me you guys don't know. Okay, let me do my job and tell you guys. Okay, let me do my job and tell you. One more sip of the crystal, special crystal, before I tell you guys what happened. Woo! Damn, this H2O, this H2O good, boy. The only person with the legal authority, with the constitutional authority to auction any property here in the territory of Louisiana as it relates to a delinquent property tax is the duly elected sheriff. In the territory of New Orleans, it's one Marlon Guzman. Mr. Marlon Guzman is an elected official. Notice I emphasize the word is, and I did not say a so-called elected official. Marlon Guzman is an elected official here in the territory of New Orleans, Louisiana, and is deserving of the salary that we the people so authorize him to have. And the reason why I'm saying this, look, I'm not speaking on how he runs the sheriff department internally. That is a judgment call that he and he alone have the authority as the sheriff to make. If internally the deputies have problem, there's a chain of command that they can take it up to, or they can maybe try and mobilize the community to vote him out of office. But as it relates to the contract, and the fiduciary duty that Marlon Guzman, the sheriff here in the territory of New Orleans, have to we the people, he's a boss. He's a good employee. He's a good employee, and he deserves his pay, and any pension that he's looking forward to, he's supposed to get. Let's go to the contract. Let's go to Article 7 of the contract, Section 25. Let's find that real quick. Article 7, Section 25. Section 25. Let's find that real quick. Okay. Look. We outline to our listening and viewing audience many times on this program that, one, we will not speak on an issue or any issue that we aren't knowledgeable about. Notice I emphasize the word knowledgeable. I didn't say that we are informed about. Anybody can be informed, but to what extent? If we are not knowledgeable about an issue, we don't speak on it. Or if we are just informed, we will let the audience know that, look, this is something that we ain't fully knowledgeable about. And the reason why we don't speak on it is because we decide from day one, hence the name of this show, The Proven Truth. Hence the name, The Proven Truth. We decided from day one that anything we say on this show, be today, yesterday, last month, last year, 19, whenever, if anyone chooses to challenge us or to challenge our statement, and they can prove that we are factually wrong, we will apologize. We will apologize, and if so choose, we will pay restitution too. I guarantee you, you will not, or you could never prove that we are factually false or we are factually wrong. And anything that we speak on this program about. Why? Hence, if we are not knowledgeable, if we don't have a depth of knowledge about certain things, we don't speak on it. We don't. Because we don't want to be proven to be wrong. When we call someone a criminal, when we call someone an imposter, when we call anybody outside the name, we have the right to do so, and we have factual evidence to back that up. And again, for those of you who may be tuning into us for the first time and don't understand the concept, every time or every day before we start this program, this show, we read Article 1, Section 1 of this contract, the Louisiana Constitution, which outlines the origin and purpose of government. We believe in the governmental structure. We created it. We believe in the Constitution. We wrote it. We recognize, or we employ people to public office to do our will. They are our employees. We don't employ people to fail. We don't employ people to fail. We don't employ people and just out of the blues choose to call them out the name or to degrade them or to drag their name through the mud. No. We are the bosses. When we employ people, we want them to succeed. And that's why we employ them, because we have work for them. We have a job for them to do. And we want them to do that job to the best of their ability. And that's why we give them the job. So don't think that we would just randomly or without no basis, or maybe you think that we're biased or we don't like government or we don't like this individual, why we make certain statement. No, that's not the case, my brothers and sisters. We have better things to do with our time than doing that. We could be out there right now as we speak participating in the capitalistic system. We could be doing that. You know what I'm saying? We could be doing that. But we are living in a present time. We're in a present time right now where it requires us to be here, to spit in this knowledge, to be doing what we are doing right now. This is why God created us, for this time, for this moment, so maybe we can impart some information, or maybe we can inspire somebody out there. We don't need to inspire just one person to take action or to think critically. We put people into office because we want them to perform a function. Let's read Article 7 of the contract, Section 25. Let's read this. We're gonna read this whole paragraph without stopping. Or the first, let's see. Okay, let's go ahead. Section 25. Tax sales. 25A. Tax sales. 1. There shall be no forfeitures of property for non-payment of taxes. Don't you love that? However, at the expiration of the year in which the taxes are due, the collector, without suit, and after giving notice to the delinquent in a matter provided by law, shall advertise for sale the property on which the taxes are due. The advertisement shall be published in the official journal of the parish or municipality, or if there is no official journal, as provided by law for sheriff sale. Oh, sheriff. In the manner provided for judicial sale. On the day of the sale, the collector shall sell the portion of the property which the debitor points out. If the debitor does not point out sufficient property, the collector shall sell immediately the least quantity of property with which any bidder will buy for the amount of the taxes, interest, and costs. The sale shall be without appraisement. The tax deed, a tax deed by a tax collector shall be prima facie evidence that a valid sale was made. Full stop. Now, family, let's comment on that a bit. Look, I specifically read this part of the document like I'm a 2-year-old. I did that because there is times when people, there's times when I have conversation, right, with scholars, with legal minds, There's times when I go inside these courts, both federal and state courts, and I encounter scholars. There are times when I have conversation with honorable people, honorable elected officials who give themselves the title honorable. And because I'm a barefoot boy, barefoot meaning shoesless, picky nappy head boy, underfed boy from the Caribbean, I asked them, I said, look, sir, ma'am, please, sir, please, ma'am, can you tone it down a bit for me, please? Or can you break it down in such a way that this little barefoot, nappy head, underfed guy can understand it? Could you break it down in such a way that if I was a 2-year-old or a 5-year-old, I could understand what you're saying? Every now and then, somebody tried to do that, right? But this is it, family. I think I'm going to title this show. I think I'm going to title this. I'm going to title this "Fear Where There Is No Knowledge." You fear where there is no knowledge. I'm going to title this. Is what I'm going to title this one. Look out for it. Look out for the title. I need to write this down too. So I need to write this crap down. Look, open it. I need to write this down so I remember it. Yeah, or some variation of it. Well, I'm going to title this one "Fear." No. With knowledge. Okay, with knowledge. With knowledge. Right, with knowledge. There can be no fear, right? Something like that, right? Yeah, man, look, I'm having too much fun with this crap, man. Too much fun, I'm having this. Man, look, again, it's supposed to be against the law for one guy have so much fun, man. Okay, so I would say break it down break it down to me like I'm a 5-year-old so I can understand. Now, here I'm saying to your family, after reading this section of the law, you don't hear me say it often, but here it is. In the territory of New Orleans, we have an elected official. Notice that it is a so-called. He is an elected official doing the will of the people, abiding by his oath of office and his obligation to we the people, by not entering into the conspiracy to defraud we the people. Who am I talking about? The duly elect sheriff of Orleans Parish, Marlon Gusman. I just read for you. He is the person. He is the only person. A matter of fact, family, you need to wise the hell up. This is the Louisiana Constitution. Only sheriffs, the only people, the only person can sell or auction a piece of property that have to do with delinquent taxes here in the territory of New Orleans, Louis, is a goddamn sheriff. Where this company, Civic Source, come from? Tell me. Again, for those of you who have Facebook, and for those who don't have Facebook, get a Facebook page, or go on your friend or your family Facebook page, go onto my page, scroll down onto my page. You know something? I think what I should do, you know. Let me see if I can. I think what I should do. Look, I'm gonna play for you guys. Yeah, I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna play for you guys a clip. I want to listen to this clip. This is me and a couple of my patriotic friends, civil-minded people here in the territory of New Orleans, who decided to take a stand, right? Who decided to do what we needed to do as the bosses by going to 935 Gravier Street, New Orleans, Louisiana, where is the headquarters of this criminal enterprise, CivicSource.com, and demonstrate. Look, I'm going to take a quick break, use the restroom as well, but this is what I'm going to do for you guys. I'm going to play a clip, right? I'm going to play a clip for you, and you're going to hear on the clip the conversation or the dialogue that I have with employees of this criminal enterprise that came down, right, from Civic Source, who came out, who tried to get me to go upstairs in a room. I can't. Look, family, look. Listen to this clip right here while I use the restroom.
Good morning, New Orleans, good morning. Good morning, New Orleans, good morning. We are here today to tell CivicSource.com to get the hell out of New Orleans, to get the hell out of Louisiana. You are operating here in Louisiana without any constitutional basis. People of New Orleans, people of Louisiana, people of New Orleans, people of Louisiana, there is a company by the name of Acorn Information System LLC doing business here at CivicSource.com, illegally stealing people's property, illegally auctioning people's property for financial gain. There is no constitutional basis for Civic Source to be here selling people property or auctioning people property. Good morning, New Orleans, good morning. People of New Orleans, your mayor, the person who you elect to public office to serve you, your mayor, the mayor of New Orleans, Mitch J. Langer, took a bribe, took the money, $10,000 in 3 separate increments from the CEO of CivicSource.com, Brian Burroughs, just so that this company can operate here in Louisiana illegally. CivicSource.com is operating here at the morning. The Civic Source? Okay, why you guys operating here in New Orleans illegally without any constitutional basis, selling people property where you guys know that there's no authority for you to do so?
Because we're an RFP process for most of our clients. No.
Your name is ma'am?
I'm Ashley. I'm the HR manager here.
Okay, HR. So you recruit people to work. That's what you hire people, right? That's what HR?
Train.
And train.
Manage their benefits.
Okay, and you, sir?
I'm Garrett. I'm an account manager.
Account manager. Okay, is either Byron here or any of the 5 persons that's listed on the Secretary of State's website as senior management here?
I'd like to hear what you're here for.
Okay, well, my name is Anthony Brown. Okay? I'm here as one of the concerned citizens of New Orleans and also speaking on behalf of the whole of Louisiana. In 2008, a matter of fact, even before 2008, right, Civic Source didn't have no authority to operate here. But let's stick with a certain timeline. In 2008, the Supreme Court, in Louisiana Supreme Court, struck down a ruling, a New Orleans ordinance that was authored by your boss, Brian Barone, telling him, look, you have no authority to do business here in New Orleans as it relates to the ad valorem tax scheme. In 2014, in a case, Jackson versus New Orleans, the Louisiana Supreme Court once again said the same thing. So you have no business selling, auctioning, or doing anything until relates to the ad valorem tax scheme, property tax. No business at all. Okay? Let me finish. When your boss went and bribed some people, like Mitch Landry, the mayor of New Orleans, and made Aaron G. Williams and some other people. But that's irrelevant right now. But what they did, they went ahead and they put a constitutional amendment on the ballot for November 4th, 2014 to legitimize what they have been doing for years. Okay? So what am I saying to you? Even before 2008, there was no authority. But they want to try, because people start to recognize that the Civic Source is operating illegally. 2014, they put on the ballot a constitutional amendment. The language is, hey, somebody went to a bank and give me the amendment. They put that constitutional amendment on the ballot. The people of Louisiana, not just in New Orleans, the people of Louisiana said no. Civic Source, you have no authority to work, and we're not giving it none. However, today, as we stand here, you guys, representative of Civic Source, in this building, still robbing people of their property, selling people property illegally. What can you say about that?
I'd be happy to facilitate a conversation with you indoors with some other representatives of our company, not out here, so we can get all of our information available.
Right.
So we can have the correct information by folks, not just ourselves, but other folks who could facilitate this conversation with you. But that would only make sense in a conversation in a room. It's not immediately out here, as this is, we have not been brought to our attention by you in the past. I have not, at least since I've been here. Okay. So I'd be happy to facilitate that conversation with some of the decision makers in the company when we can schedule that time to have that conversation.
Okay, well, just for the viewing audience, that's not quite true. Since 2014, I've been championing the cause about this, right? The CEO and everybody is fully aware. Now, if you are an employee of CivicSource.com, Acorn Information System LLC, and you are not aware of this right here, if you are not aware of this, this is the outcome of the November 4th, 2014 general election. If you look on that document, that's the language that Civic Source, Mitch Landry, and Aaron Williams wanted to put on the ballot so that they could have authority to operate in New Orleans.
Right.
A matter of fact, not only one, but Louisiana. If you are not aware of this and you're working for this company, what is that saying about the company that you're working for? Not only that, even without this, again, in 2008, my friend, in 2008 and in 2014, the Louisiana Supreme Court tell your company, tell your bosses, no, you have no authority, you have no right working here. Anthony Brown did that way before the Supreme Court tell the bosses that, I guarantee you that. You know why? Because in the United States of America, we have a document we call the Constitution. And the Constitution only authorizes one person and one person only to do what you guys are doing. And it is a duly elected sheriff. You guys are doing work when the sheriff's supposed to do. Let me see a badge. Are you done? Where's the badge? You have a badge? Let me see a gun. You have a badge? No badge, no gun? Here's a sheriff. So how can you be doing the work of the sheriff? How can you be doing the work of the sheriff? How can you be taking people property, selling people property for action? People living in their house. In one instant, up in Bogalusis, your boss, Byron went and tell the city council, look, we don't sell property with people inside of it. Which was a lie. A member of the council called them out and said, no, you have a property on your website right now that people is living in. And just because he wanted to do business with Bogalusa, he went ahead and he moved that one person property off the website. So what am I saying here? Even though he's going around the state of Louisiana and telling people, look, we only sell certain type of property, all the certain things. Facts prove otherwise. He's not telling the truth. He's working outside his authority. He's doing that with the blessing of this crooked mayor. Look, your boss ain't the only crook, my friend. I'm telling you, don't feel bad about it. Your boss is not the only one operating for a financial gain.
That's right.
The mayor of Louisiana, of New Orleans, Mitch Landrieu, he's also operating for a financial gain. Your boss give that guy money. Yes, ma'am.
Unfortunately, I need to bring them back upstairs.
Okay.
So I can come back and bring my card and
Sure. Look. Do me a favor. Tell your boss, Mr. Byron Brown, Anthony Brown, say hi. Tell him he can call me 504-251-1203. We can talk some more.
Family, you heard that? That was your boy, that was your brother, on the job. Now look, for those of you who, I hope you guys could hear it clear enough. What happened is, I had my portable mic, I was out there, it was windy and stuff like that, and sometimes the audio, I think, kind of, go in and out. But the point is, here it is, we went and did a protest or a demonstration in front the corporate office of civicsource.com, right? And we end up getting a representative from Civic Source who came down, wanted to have a dialogue with us. You guys heard it for yourself. In a room, upstairs, out to the eyes. Who you think I am? Errol G. Williams? Mitch Landrieu? Bernadette Johnson? Paula Brown? Etlin Sims Juliet? Who you think I am? A politician? They can't trick me, baby. They can't bribe me. A matter of fact, they don't make a check that can contain the amount of zeros at the end to bribe my black ass yet. No, I don't want to talk to you in a room upstairs. No, I want to talk to you so John Public can see and hear. I ain't gonna betray myself. more so the people of New Orleans, for some fiat currency. A matter of fact, if they're going to bribe me or try to bribe me, they need to come with gold and silver and platinum. Maybe I think about it at that time. What? I asked them, you heard for yourself? How the hell can Civic Source be doing Civic Source, a LLC, a limited liability corporation, have nothing? Look, we're talking about a LLC, and we're talking about a governmental structure with governmental authority. How did these two independent and separate bodies come as one? Show me. Look, for all of my critics and for all of you who don't want to see me or hear me on this radio station, like what Errol Williams and his friends tried to do, call the station telling the owners, hey look, Anthony. Family, they did. They tried to get me off of the station a couple of times. Man, look. You want to get me off? Look. Somebody called Errol Williams to me, Errol G. Williams, and tell him, say, look, a direct message from Anthony Brown. Anthony Brown said he will leave Radio Gumbo Creole and don't come back. No, for real. Tell him, somebody tell him, I will leave this radio station and I won't utter another single word, English or Spanish or no other language. I won't even call him name out of my mouth again for the rest of my life. If he can show me in the contract where does a LLC where look, you notice I didn't say Civic Source? Huh? You notice I didn't say Civic Source or Acorn Information System LLC. I said a LLC, so I'm making it general, I'm making it broad. You see the leverage? You see how reasonable I am? You see how reasonable I am? If Errol G. Williams, that criminal imposter, that no good self-righteous to them a gun, can show me in the Constitution where it authorized or give a LLC, a limited liability company, the authority to conduct business as a governmental function, or where in the Constitution does a LLC have the authority to perform any function of the government, or where in the Constitution does a LLC have nothing to do with property tax adjudication, or the whole aspect, anything that falls on not only Article 7 but any other article in this Constitution. If Errol G. Williams can show me that, I will take my black ass, tell my associates them that, look, it was nice, I appreciate the fact that they allow me to come on the radio station and talk to the people, but it's my last day today. No, look, I'm telling you, if he can show me that, if he can show me, because look, I have dissected this document, you know. I have studied this look, so this document, how thick is this? Maybe 1 inch? maybe a little bit thicker than 1 inch. Look, from this very first page to this very last page, I have read. I'm telling you, I have read. I've read each article, each section, and I didn't see it. But again, I'm a human being. I'm entitled to oversight or to miss something. And maybe I did miss something. Maybe it's written on a page that I don't have. And maybe Harold G. Williams know where that page is. So maybe for all the time that I'm here talking, I'm talking crap. Look. And if so be the case, I'm entitled to do that too. Because I'm a human being created by my God, and I have a right, a God-given right to talk crap when I feel like it. I have a God-given right to make mistakes. I'm a human being. Look, I ain't a goddamn machine. So, but at the same time, I recognize that being a human being, I have a moral duty to respect other people, opinions and ideas and portfolios. I know that. I know that. Right? And I'm the last person to disrespect anybody, to call anybody out to the name when they don't deserve it. And if I've been doing that forever, how long I've been doing that, under a misguided concept, I apologize. I really do. And I would go take my black ass to 300 Pardew Street on the 4th floor and publicly apologize to that criminal imposter. I'm still going to call him criminal imposter until somebody prove me wrong, or until he until he can show me that I've been wrong. And if look, and that would mean that I would have caused this guy harm. Yeah. And that would mean that I would need to pay restitution to him. And I'm willing to do it. Name the amount. Again, emotionally, mentally, I would have caused this, I would have caused Harold G. Williams harm. That means I would be obligated to compensate him for that harm. And I'm willing to do it. But again, the premise is he gonna have to prove that whatever I'm saying or doing is false. I would not only pay him compensation and apologize, I'll take my black ass and he'll never see or hear from me again. I would never utter one more word about him and his criminal activity. I would tell my friends, my associates, my brothers that own this radio station that I appreciate the time that they allow me to, you know, speak my truth. And I would just shake them hand and call it quits. Tell Harold G. Williams, if he want Anthony Brown to shut his goddamn mouth up, that's what I need to do. I guarantee you, I'm going to be here for a long, long, long time. Oh my God. Look, man, let me drink some of this crystal here, man. You guys play too much, man. Huh? You guys play too much. You guys clown too much, man. You guys clown too much. I ain't missing you guys no more, man. You guys clown too much. Huh? Why you guys play so much? Family, you have been listening to The Proven Truth. You have been listening to The Proven Truth with your brother and host, Anthony Brown. Coming to you live from the studios of Radio Gumbo Creole, beautiful territory of New Orleans, Louisiana. You know we're black conscious, not black ignorant. We won't leave without paying our due respect to our ancestors. Marcus Mosiah Garvey, Nanny from the Maroon, Paul Bogle, Fred Hamilton, Maurice Bishop, Malcolm X, Carter G. Wilson, Harriet Tubman, Thomas Sankara, Samora Mackell, Bookman Juti, Toussaint Louverture, Jack Dessalines. To our ancestors we salute. To our ancestors we give the glory, we give the praise. To our ancestors we say thank you. To our ancestors we say much love. To our ancestors we say we appreciate the sacrifice, the energy that you put forward for us, and doing so in a time where it was not easy to do. We recognize you. We love you, black people. We love you, black man. We love you, black woman. We love you, black child. And because we love the black masses, we can then show love to all other race. It's because of the black man, the black woman, while we have the world populated. Again, brothers and sisters, you can join us here every Monday, Thursdays, and Saturday between the hours of 4 to 6 p.m. Anthony Brown, much love.